Many of you know Balak and Balaam. You've heard of that if you've read the Bible. And King Balak hired Balaam to go and curse the children of Israel. Curse them, go and curse them. And he kept coming back. He said, I can't curse them. And he goes, I paid you to curse them. He said something very interesting. He said, you cannot curse what God has blessed. You cannot curse what God has blessed. However, here's what you can do. Go in and entice them. Lead them away by the lust of the flesh, the lust of the eye, the pride of life, and they will curse themselves. So he couldn't curse them once they remained under God's protection, his shelter, and his covering of the fear of the Lord, the holiness of the Lord. But once they left that cover, left that shelter, left that protection, like a bird that wanders from its nest, so is a man who wanders from his place, they were easy prey. So he said, you can't touch them. You can, and I truly believe this, you cannot touch a child of God filled with the Spirit of God on their face before God, humbled in the sight of God. There's nothing you can do. But the enemy says, but here's what you can do. Get them so busy they have no time for personal study anymore. So busy they have no time to seek my face. Get them so busy and turned around, and they will begin to withdraw themselves from my power and my presence. See, I want the power of God and the presence of God, or I don't want to have anything to do with religion. I don't know about you, but I want that presence of God, and it comes through holiness. And holiness is not weirdness. It's a broken state that says, I don't want to watch movies where I commit spiritual adultery in my mind. I don't want to lust after women other than my wife and watch these things that take me away from God. God, help me, fill me with your Spirit. God, I need revival. I want you at all costs. That's what it looks like. Oh, Lord. I'd love to put this on Christian TV for a half hour. Because what the nation needs to hear is what we're not hearing. The church was built on repentance and holiness and prayer and fasting and the consecrated life, a fully surrendered life. Now we've drifted. That's I wrote a book, One Nation Above God. Because we've drifted from our moral compass. We are now calling things good evil and evil good. We have drifted from God. There are things that are abomination. And God says, there's hope. Guess what? Where's the hope? Washington? Hollywood? Where's the hope? If my people who are called by my name will simply humble themselves and pray and seek my face and turn from their wicked ways, I will hear from heaven and I will forgive their sins. If my people, see, I'd rather have 1,000, I don't know how many right here, versus 10,000 people wanting to be entertained. I just want men and women filled with the Spirit of God to say, God, we're going to lay hold of you. See, I remember all-night prayer meetings. I remember when we came so hungry for the power of God that we weren't going to leave. We weren't in a hurry. We lay prostrate on the ground saying, God, unless you save my child, they are destined for destruction. Unless you turn this nation around, unless you turn the state of California around, we are hopeless. You are our only hope. We are relying on you and you alone. It's humility. It's brokenness.